Hi everybody. So I just want to get on this topic about Levrone making his comeback for the 2016 Mr. Olympia, and basically my thoughts on it are I think he can place top 10 if a few things are done. Well, first off, if anyone can come back and bring a respectable physique after such a long time, it's Kevin, because Kevin is known for kind of doing that to a smaller scale. I mean, he wouldn't train 8 months out of the year, I think, whenever he would prep for the Olympia, and then starting with 16 weeks out, he would start putting back on all his size. He would put on, like, what was it, 50 plus pounds of muscle, and then he would diet down. So I think he can do that. I don't know when he actually started his prep for this Olympia, but I'm sure that he would need more time than that, comparing now to then, because he lost a lot of size over the years, obviously. Like, so he has a long way to go, and plus the fact that I'd say guys like Phil and Kai are bigger than most of the guys, other than, of course, Ronnie and Jay, were back in his day, so he's got to make up for that. And as far as I know, he doesn't really have any severe kind of injuries that are going to really limit him. He has a pec tear, but, I mean, he's had that tear for most of his later part of his career. So, and again, it's not like a very bad tear. It really didn't detract too much from his physique. I know he has some knee issues which would prevent him from squatting later on in his career, but his legs were still pretty good, pretty up to par with the rest of him. So I don't think he's had any major injuries past those, and plus the time off, especially for the knees, the time off that he's taken will probably benefit him. So now he's ready to come back and, you know, go 110% and really pound the heavy weight and all that. So I think that he's got that going for him. And even though his age is a factor, I mean, he's 51, I believe, but you could look at guys like Dexter and Tony Freeman. Those guys are in their late 40s, and Dexter right now is, you know, looking as amazing as he's ever had. So I really don't think age will be a factor in Levrone's comeback. What I really think personally is going to be, you know, the big deciding factor is whether or not he will be able to come in condition, to come in crisp and peeled, as, you know, the top guys usually do or should do. So that's really going to be the tough part. The question is going to be whether he can come back and have a successful contest prep, because this is going to be his very first show in, like, how many years? Like 12 years or some shit, probably even longer. So can he come back and have a successful contest prep and come in peeled for his very first contest prep in that long, in over a decade? You know, I mean, I've seen guys even at the Olympia level, they contest prep, they do it every year for multiple competitions, and they'll still miss their mark. So can Kevin hit it, or is it going to be far off? I guess that's the question that leaves us to be answered. And also, if his skin is still tight. You know, I've seen a lot of older guys compete. Like I saw, what's his name? The Lion of Lebanon. What's his name? I can't remember his name right now. But he competed at the Masters Olympia a couple years ago, and he looked great in, like, off-season photos and photos of him getting ready. But, you know, it's a whole different world whenever you step on stage and you're posing trunks. Like, so the major issue with him was his condition was a little bit off, and he's just older, so his skin was sagging and everything. So the question is going to be whether or not that's going to happen to Kevin, which I don't think so, but I mean, I could be wrong. But anyways, I think that's all I really have to say about this topic. Thing is, he's got his health. He has great genetics for coming back and things like this. So really, to me, the thing is whether or not he can come in conditioned, which we'll just have to wait and see, because I guess it's anyone's ball game up to that point. But if he does come in, you know, conditioned and amazing, I'm not expecting him to be even close to, you know, his former self and whenever he was at the top of his game. But I do believe that he can crack into the top 10, possibly the top 6, but I think that's a bit far-fetched. But, you know, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, like my shit, share my shit, eat my shit. Maybe? Yeah.